Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of Mega Man X7. Yeah, I know, Alia. Let's get it, yeah, So let me pick the stage. We are going to start over here with the radio tower. Now on, yep. God, you can't even like hold down the button to like skip forward in the text. You gotta go through this slow thing, okay? Yeah, I'm not going with the default one because I want Axel in the lead. Choose a sub-kit. Who else am I going to pick? Axel again. I'm picking Axel again. Yeah, no, Zero. Okay, we good? Our first Maverick of the game is Tornado Tunyon. Now, X7 developers, I don't know if you've realized this, but an onion is not an animal. I'm not sure you've got that. So this stage is terrible. In fact, I actually do want Zero in the lead at this point. Oh shit, I probably should have picked that up. So yes, as you can see there, injured Reploids in stages are still a thing that you have to watch out for. I recommend using Zero here just because he's faster at taking these guys out. One good saber swing will do it. Problem is, they just come right out on top of you out of nowhere. And you got the missiles, so I'm already about to die. I think I can take one more hit, so we'll go a little. And that happens, of course. That's the big new thing with the injured Reploids in this game. It's not just nightmares that can kill them. Anything can kill them. And anything will kill them. Because they put them in places where you can't possibly get to them before... Unless you're just rushing at... Look at that. Right on the right of the screen there, you could barely... Okay, I didn't even see that missile coming. I wasn't really paying attention. On the right side of the screen, you could just barely see that a Reploid got killed. Like, by that green outline that stretched out. So... Before the Reploid's even on screen, before I even have time to know it's there, it's already dead. Like, that's really goddamn stupid. And by the way, this is the entire level design. It's just a spiral all the way up. This is how it goes. So yeah, this is why I recommend Zero for this section of the stage, because he can take out those wheel guys, because this series loves those damn spinning wheel guys. I don't know why. I hate them. I also hate that, by the way, the fact that certain attacks knock you down. You're invincible while you're knocked down, so it's not like, oh no, I got knocked down, I'm going to take extra damage from another attack hitting me. No, you're invincible the whole time. It's just there to waste your fucking time. X7 is really good at that. And I'll say, yep, while you're playing the stage, you just got to deal with this guy in the back. Okay, right. I need to keep remembering, I want Axel to pick up the injured Reploids. If Zero gets some, that's okay, especially considering he needs the health right now. But I want Axel to pick them up because certain Reploids have power-up chips, as they're called. Which ones? I don't know, you got to figure that out. They do show the names on top of them, so you can compare at the end of a stage if you remember all of that garbage. But certain of them have power-up chips. Those power-up chips are then distributed at the end of the stage and will be used to power up your characters. That's actually not the one. You can distribute those to whoever you want, so it doesn't matter who you pick them up with. But I'll let Axel get them. I was a little bit mistaken. The reason you want Axel to pick them up, or the reason I want Axel to pick them up, is because I'm an idiot who keeps letting Zero get them. It's because some of them also have heart tanks. And that's important because the way heart tanks work in the game, besides the couple that you just find in the stage, is that whoever picks up the Reploid gets the heart tank. That's it. Only them. No one else gets it. I hate that mechanic so much because, oh no, I picked someone up with Zero. Now Zero got the heart tank. Why is that bad? Because I'm abandoning Zero first chance I get. Man, you gotta love those homing missiles that you can't possibly shoot down. And also can't possibly avoid because they're too good at homing, and these things that just take too many hits to kill. Man, I'm already turning on this game. Okay, that probably shouldn't have hit me, but okay. Oh, and I also got a sneeze. So it's great, like, anytime an attack comes out, you need 0 to destroy it. But that's a problem, because, you can't hit the boss with 0, because it's in the middle of the arena. So, you need Axel to hit it. And by the way, if one of the characters dies, as we've seen, then both of them die. Let me pick that up. Thank you, you just finished doing this attack, but go ahead and do it again. You can switch characters at any time, thankfully. Like right in the middle of the air, as we just saw. I was trying to dodge, I was trying to rub a tear out of my eye, because I'm sick. Come on. There we go. And there he goes, just immediately doing this again. Listen, I'm trying to hurt you. I'm trying to damage you so I can continue on with this damn game. This stage sucks, but it's unfortunately like the best stage to start out with. So, guess what? I have to do it, just because the boss is easy. Oh, no, wait, hold on. No, I do want to be 0, because I need to take this thing out. Alright, stop shooting these things at me! I need to damage the boss. Yeah, I can't really hit that thing fast enough. And of course, anytime you go over to the section of the arena where Aelia is, you get the, "Can you hear me, Axel?" to tell you how to fight the boss, which is really obvious how to do it. Stop doing this attack! And I died and I got a game over. Okay, great. And for some reason, every time you get a game over, you get the whole ranking screen like you finished the stage already, but you didn't. So I have to sit through her explanation. Like, I don't care. Like, yeah, I'm still D rank. Cool, Axel got a heart tag. Nice. Display rescue report data. Like, you don't really need to explain this. It's pretty obvious. Most of them don't do anything. And we lost three. 3 of them died. And none of the ones we rescued had a power-up chip, so it doesn't do anything. Yes, retry. Same stage again. Yes, I selected retry. Why is no the default option? That's sakes. Oh, and I'm back down at the beginning. Okay, I was going to say something, but no, never mind. Okay, maybe I was wrong earlier. No, actually no. I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say maybe I was wrong earlier. Maybe people are right. Maybe, I don't know how I didn't get hurt there, but that's okay. Maybe people are right in X, and somehow I got hurt that time. Okay. Maybe X6 is the better game. No, like, I'm not even going to entertain that opinion. Because you guys did not get to hear me be real angry in the X6 Let's Play, but God, I really got angry at that. I hate X6. Like, that game is just terrible. That is just an awful, awful game. There's, like, a few good things about it. None of them gameplay related, because aside from the fact that it's mostly functional, X6 is just a travesty of gameplay. X7 is playable, okay? I understand that's not high praise. And again, a lot of people would disagree and say that this is just really bad, but this game has a lot of terrible design decisions. It's really slow in plotting. It's really boring. And there's just a lot of stupid shit in it, but God's sakes, it's playable. X6 cannot even have that. Playing that game as a practice run for the LP and actually playing it for the LP were both miserable, miserable experiences that I can't believe I had to sit through. X6 should not exist. and the fact that it exists and that people will say that X7 is worse are both really sad to me. Because, frankly, I honestly don't understand how any normal person, sane person that understands that how things are fun, could possibly think something like that. And I understand I could be making enemies with that, but I stand by it. X6 is just not fun. There's nothing subjective about that. That is a not fun game. And if you think so, you are just wrong. Even another game I hate, like, say, Prince of Persia Warrior Within. That's another game I just hate to death. But, you know, if you like that game, I can at least kinda understand it. I mean, it's a terrible, terrible game. While he was really giving me a good pattern there. But you know what? It's still Prince of Persia. It's done terribly, but it is still Prince of Persia. X6? No. So yes, X7 is the second worst game in the series, and it is just bad. But, listen, it's... in comparison to X6, this game is a masterpiece. That's all I'm going to say about it, because that's all that needs to be said. This game came out after X6. It's at least better than X6. The shit like this still gets on my nerves a lot. But, you know, I'm not fighting this guy 5 times, okay? Like, I can at least say that. I'm not fighting this guy like 5 times like the Donut and Blaze Heat Nexus stage, okay? So, it really could be worse. Why do you need to keep doing this? Of course, there's only one attack that makes him just impossible to hit, so just make sure that he does it all the time. That's good game design right there. And it's not hard to dodge. It's not like, well, it's a challenge and you have to survive. Like, no. It's super easy to avoid taking damage there. There we go. And of course, he was only a couple shots away from death. That just makes it all the more painful. So I hope you enjoyed the mid-boss. Oh god, my nose. We need to stop this recording session after this stage, because I don't want to keep playing this game while I'm sick. Thankfully, you can't kill them. They are immune to your attacks, thankfully. That would just be intolerable. Aye. Small bat-like enemies like Batantons should not take more than 1 hit to kill, alright? These guys should be the smallest of the small fry. That's not an issue exclusive to this game. That's just an issue I have with a lot of games, but tiny enemies like this should be really easy to kill, because that's the point. They just should not be taking multiple hits. That one I collected with 0 because I basically only could, without just falling down and having to do a bunch of the stage over again. I think the enemies respawn, so that's all the more reason to avoid doing that. I keep walking. Oh, thank you. I hate that electric shield because they're just invincible while it's going on. And they forgot how to place injured Reploids, so they just put 3 of them right in a row. The only thing that could make it sadder / way better would be if all of them, if the 2 ones with power-up chips were just in there. Like, that'd be great, but no. And you do want to take these guys out because they will just hound you endlessly until you do. Which is ironic because they're bats. See what I'm getting at here? This game does at least have an auto lock on, considering that the 3D terrain is not even, and the 2D terrain is not even, and of course 3D is 3D. Yeah, the addition of a lock on is helpful, and I do appreciate that. Granted, X8 got by perfectly fine without one because that game is just better designed. But, you know, I at least appreciate that it's here. Oh, there we go. Oh, darn it. Okay. Okay, now only these guys respawn. Because, you know, might as well make the really annoying ones just keep coming back. And I hate that, by the way. Like, enemies have a really low draw distance, I guess you could call it. So they only appear when you get really close. You can't, like, look ahead and plan, like, okay, this is what's ahead. This is what I gotta do. Because, no, everything's only gonna spawn in when you're damn close to it. And, of course, the camera's gonna do that. And, of course, the bats aren't gonna come chase me until I'm way too close to do anything about them. Because, you know, you may notice these are disappearing platforms. Okay. And now he respawned this time. He didn't last time, but he did now. Please die. Thankfully, I've hit the point where I've said pretty much everything I need to say about the gameplay until we get to, like, specific stages. You know, if I'm being fair, honestly, Tornado Tunyon is one of the weaker stages in the game, so it's a shame that I have to do it first, because the boss is really easy. But, at the very least, we're going to be done with some of the really bad stuff pretty quickly. Once we get past this, aside from just random sections, most of this game is going to be, you know, tolerable. Again, I understand that these are not glowing praises I'm giving. Like, hey, this game's playable. This game is tolerable. Like, I understand that. But all I'm saying is, in comparison to fucking X6, which was rarely tolerable.
Around and around! Welcome to my silly, silly stage! Here goes nothing! Yeah! What? Not funny? But I tried so hard, so hard! Okay, try again, huh? Around and around!
Okay, I get the picture. Let's get this over with.
Aww!
This guy's voice makes me very uncomfortable. Like, it feels racist towards, like, Asian people. Except for the fact that it was, you know, made by a Japanese team. And you might say, like, well, that's probably just the English voice acting that's bad, so you can still claim racism. No, this game's English voice acting was actually recorded in Japan with Japanese-speaking voice actors. This is something Capcom did a lot. Oh, wrong button, sorry. Yeah, because camera control is on the shoulder buttons instead of, you know, the right analog stick like anyone else was doing. It's the same problem that, like, Kingdom Hearts 1 had. Thank you, HD version, for, you know, fixing that and making it normal. So yeah, we've seen most of this guy's attacks. It's just that the fight goes on forever. Because that's just the way this kind of game operates. So yeah, this was a thing that you would see a lot of companies do, especially in the PS1 days. Like, pretty much any Japanese game in that era that had English voice acting was recorded in Japan. Like, you know, X4, Mega Man 8, X4, Silent Hill, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Resident Evil. Like, those games were all recorded in Japan, with English-speaking voice actors in Japan. Which is part of the reason why it sucks so much. And this is something that they sort of stuck with for Capcom would stick with for a little bit, because actually, while they're not reprising their roles, a decent number of the voice actors in this game, I believe, come back for the English dub of Mega Man ZX Advent, which, you know, also isn't good, but is thankfully a lot better and honestly has a charm to it. Though I partially blame that on the simple fact that the sound quality on the DS is really low, which I just think it's a good aesthetic. All right, I do. And you know, there are some performances in ZX Advent I quite enjoy. You know, some of the Vent is fucking terrible. Like, I will not defend Vent, but you know, Ash isn't terrible. Some of the bosses you fight aren't terrible. Prometheus is actually pretty fun. Yeah, in this game, the only real worthwhile thing is about the voice acting. None of the performances, just some of the actors involved. We heard them both at the end of the last part, but Cygnus in this game is voiced by Robert Belgrade, who is best known for the voice of Alucard in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And Red is voiced by Barry Gerd? I don't know how to pronounce his name. In fact, I don't even remember if his first name is Barry. I think so. But he was the voice of Barry Burton in Resident Evil. You know, if there's any voice I want to hear more of, it's that guy. I love that man. He unfortunately doesn't do much. Again, he's not good. He's not a good voice actor. Or maybe he's just always given terrible direction, but I do love that man, if only because of those good old classic RE memes. And there we go. That took us like 10 fucking minutes, but we beat Tornado Tunyon. Hey. Now we get to listen to all of Alia's long-winded speeches again. Look at that. It's a tornado. Volt Tornado. And it also gives Axel a new gun. That's a feature. That's a cool feature about Axel. Not all of them, but some of the weapons he gets not only have the standard weapons applied to them that Axel shares with X, by the way, but Axel also gets a unique gun that can be used without using weapon energy. Okay, Keiko had a power-up chip. Okay, and the other one is lost forever. So I found everyone in the stage. The two of them are dead, but I found them. So now we have, first off, she's going to tell us this every single time we pick up a chip. This exact same thing. So now we get to power someone up. We're powering up Axel all the way. Because, like I said, as soon as I get the ability, I'm dumping 0. So let's see. We're actually going to do this one first. Not because that ability is useful. It's not. But the next special abilities are useful. That's not only going to be where we call it for this part, but that's where we're going to call it for this session, just because I'm mostly doing this just to make sure that my capture equipment's all working correctly after the X6 debacle. I just want to be sure it all works. Yes, we can overwrite my endgame data. Frankly, I can't play this game too much in one sitting. I just get really tired. And now it's just a bad time to do it because I'm sick. So I'll get these 2 parts edited. Hopefully they'll work. I may have to re-record it. I hope not. And you'll hear me again when I'm not sick. So see you for part 3.